Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dylan, and welcome to Dylan the Truth podcast. If you guys are new to this channel, I'd like for you guys to subscribe to this and also hit that like button. Deeply appreciated. Now, this segment is about an NBA player, goes by the name of Ben Simmons. Um, Ben Simmons, I don't know where to begin with him. He is not having a great season at all this year. It could contribute to a lot of things with him. It could be like a psychological problem, or maybe he could be lazy, or he's just one of these NBA players that takes the game for granted. But I mean, he's just been a disappointment because if you remember, last season when he got traded from Philly, to the Brooklyn Nets, they thought this was going to be a big three. It'll take a load off of Kevin Durant defensively. That would give Ben Simmons the assignment to guard the opposing team's best player because he's about 6'10", about maybe 240, somewhere around there. So he has a good NBA body. But it's just like I don't think he utilizes skill set to his fullest potential. Now, there's some stats that I have to point out, which is alarming. This season with the Brooklyn Nets, these numbers is I don't know what to say about these numbers. In 41 games he's played so far, he's averaging 7 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting about 57% from the field, which is not bad because the majority of his baskets, damn near all his baskets, are at the rim. He doesn't shoot any threes, so it's 0%. And this number is beyond awful. Like I don't know how you shoot a percentage like this for a guard. He's shooting 44% from the free throw line. I'll say it again. He's shooting 44% from the free throw line. I don't know how you explain. How do you explain a guard shooting that low percentage from the free throw line? I don't know how. I don't know how you could defend that. But if you look at his career average, actually, before I go to his career average, you look at it, the stats that he was putting up in Philly. I think he was playing about 3 or 4 seasons there. So he was averaging 16 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, shooting 56% from the field, 14%, but I never expect that because he doesn't really shoot from the perimeter. And he was shooting about 60% from the free throw line, which is still bad, but compared to his percentage now, damn. Then you look at the numbers, his career average. Now, for his career, he's averaging 15 points, 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 56% from the field, 14% from the three-point line, and 59% from the free throw. So, by me reading out these stats, what does that tell you? He's regressing. He did not get any better. If you look at it from year to year to year, he's getting worse. He's not getting any better. My knock on Ben Simmons is a couple of things. One, I don't know where his focus is. He needs to get his mind in the game when he's playing. It's clearly not there. You could just see it. You could tell by his body language. It's as if he doesn't even want to be on the court. 2, he has not developed a mid-range game. And that was one thing I've been harping on him about. He needs that mid-range game. If he does not take that mid-range shot. Forget the three. You don't have to shoot the threes, but a mid-range. If he doesn't add that to his game, then he's very easy to stop because all he could do is build a wall where he wants to get to the rim and he won't be able to do that. Once they take that away from him, what is he going to rely on? There's nothing else. Like, he doesn't have anything else to combat that defense. He just relies on his athleticism and he's thinking it's going to get him anywhere he wants. But it doesn't quite work that way. You're in the NBA. They could easily stop that. So, to me, he needs to add that to his game. It's crucial for his career because if you notice, a lot of the opponents that they're facing, they back off of him. They dare him to shoot. They want Ben Simmons to beat them with his jump shot. We know he could get to the rim. We know he's athletic. We know all this. But he doesn't shoot. He's afraid to shoot. This is crazy. I never heard a player in my life that is afraid to shoot when in the NBA. I wish I had the opportunity like Ben Simmons because if I had the green light to shoot, I'll be shooting it, no question. I have no conscience. I'll just be shooting it. Even if I, went 2 for 20, I'll still be shooting. But that's the difference. It's his mentality. You see, I'll use another example. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo ain't a great shooter. We all know this, but steadily over the years he got a little bit better. But he's not afraid to shoot. He's not afraid to take those shots. Ben Simmons is afraid to take those shots. And I don't know what's holding him back. Because that's what's hindering his game right now. Because he's not taking any jump shots. He's not aggressive. If you notice, if you watch him on the court, he doesn't even look at the basket. He's not even in triple threat position. Like, he doesn't look to score. He just automatically wants to pass the ball. And that's a problem because now the defense is like, okay, we know he's going to pass. We know he's not going to shoot it. So, we will play him for the shot. We want him to beat us with him shooting jump shots, not getting to the rim. And that's where Ben Simmons' problem lies. This is why I said it's important for him to develop that mid-range game. Because this is going to be a reoccurring thing for him. He's going to face this a lot, and, opponents don't respect his jump shot, so that's why they leave him wide open. They don't defend him. They really don't. So, Ben Simmons, he's got to change his game because if you look at it, he's regressed, like, badly. I've never seen a player fall from grace like this, like Ben Simmons. He went from being, like, they had him like a superstar because when he got drafted, he was drafted number 1 overall. They already compared him to LeBron James. They were saying he's supposed to be LeBron James 2.0. He's going to be special in the league. He did make a couple of All-Stars. It went from him being an All-Star to a superstar to now basically a complimentary player, now to a bench player. I've never seen anything like this, where a player went from one, basically a role where he's an all-star to a superstar to down to like a complimentary player to basically a bench player. So that just shows me that he doesn't work on his game. He's just one of these players that he's physically gifted. He's athletic, He can pass the ball really well. He can defend really well. I'll give him that. But his weakness is his jump shot. But it's not even the fact that, he can't really shoot. It's just he's afraid to shoot. And he needs to work on that. And if he doesn't, it's not going to look good for him. Because I'm sure his value is going down. Like, it's not as high as it used to be. This is what happens. But you could contribute it to, maybe the lifestyle. He was more into the limelight. I believe he was dating Kendall Jenner. I feel like he was taking basketball for granted. Like he's not serious about the game. Like you see, this is why I admire guys like Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. My guy doesn't play around. He works on his game every night. Any chance that he could get, you don't see him partying, doing all these things. LeBron James, he always works on his game. He keeps his body at peak shape. You know, who's it? Michael Jordan. He did the same thing. Like these guys eat, sleep, breathe the game. I don't get that from Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons is just like, okay, you know what? I'm getting paid millions of dollars. I'm just chilling. This my life is great, gravy. I don't have to worry about like I get it. It's you're there, you get the money, your family's in a better situation. I get all that, but you have to take pride in your game because there's a lot of people that would kill to be in your position right now, and you're really taking the game for granted. And if you continue to have this attitude towards the game, you will not be in the league much longer. And that's basically what I would have to say to him. Now, I did pull up like the last few games that he had. These these stats are just ridiculous. I will start off with the January 26th game against Detroit. These are his stats. He had 0 points, 1 rebound, and 7 assists. Enough said. February 7th against Phoenix Suns. He has 2 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists. February 9th against Chicago Bulls. He had 8 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. February 11th against the Philadelphia 76ers, his former team. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. And February 13th against the New York Knicks. 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Where do you expect for the team to go when he's putting up numbers like this? Like, I don't understand. Like, how did he go from his career average from 16 points to basically averaging only 7 points? How does that happen? He doesn't even take that amount of shots. He doesn't even look to score. That's the problem with him. Like, he's not being aggressive. I just don't get this guy. Like, to me, who Ben Simmons reminds me of, he's like a souped up version of Draymond Green. They both play similar. They're both playmakers. They both could defend. They're both great rebounders. Um, as far as them looking to score, they're pretty much alike. Because if you notice both of their games, both of them don't look at the basket. They look to pass. They just want to pass the ball and get the assist. Um, Again, players like that, like now Draymond is in a better situation. I will give him this. If he does have a wide open shot, he will take that shot. As opposed to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons will not do that. But it's different situations, different systems run for Draymond. Draymond fits in the perfect system for him. I mean, Ben Simmons is kind of in a similar situation in a sense where he's surrounded by scorers and maybe shooters, then maybe he doesn't have to score as much. I think what we need to do is we need to lower our expectations for Ben Simmons. We can't look at him as a superstar anymore. I think that ship is past. Like, I believe he could be a really good player in the league, but as far as him being like an all-star, I don't see that. Because all-stars don't put up numbers like this. This is absolutely pathetic. He needs to get it together. And if he doesn't get it together quick, he'll be out of the league as fast as you know it. But yeah, and I do wish him well. I hope he does turn around from this. Because he does have the potential. It all comes down to his mentality. Does he have that Giannis Antetokounmpo mentality where he doesn't care who's in front of him, he's gonna go right through him. He's always gonna be aggressive. If they give him a shot, he will take the shots. I mean, these are little things that he needs to work on for him to take it to the next level. Until then, these are the numbers you're going to be getting from Ben Simmons. And this is not a good sign for Brooklyn Nets. And I'm sure Brooklyn Nets are probably on the phone, like, well, not right now, but like towards the end of the season, they'll be looking to ship him if he doesn't get it together. Which would be unfortunate for him because I'll be like, what, 3 teams in, what is it, about a year? It's not a good sign. But, that is my take on Ben Simmons. I would like to thank everybody who tuned into this video. Until next time, peace.